Let's go! Here we are back with the 1-2 punch on episode number 4. I am Coach Conway alongside Coach Edwards, and today we have two very special guests, two star lacrosse players. We have Miss Kendall Kelsey and Maria Conway, both seniors. So girls, can you please, well, I kind of introduced you, but can you give us a little bit more about yourselves? Tell us kind of your journey of how you have been a Queensbury athlete from when you were, let's say, in modified to now. So give a little bit of background for yourselves.
Can we go first?
I'll go first. I have had a wild ride with sports. I grew up playing soccer, then I started playing tennis in high school. I grew up playing softball, and then I started playing lacrosse. And I grew up playing basketball, and I ultimately stopped. But I've had a fun time with sports all throughout high school and middle school.
Nice.
Great answer.
I've also kind of mixed around in a bunch of different sports. I've always played lacrosse ever since I was little. I used to play volleyball. Then when I got to 5th, 6th grade, I switched to field hockey. Never really was much of a big winter sport kid. So basically, I just been dedicating my time to lacrosse and field hockey for most of high school.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Love it. So what has been your favorite athletic moment as a Queensbury athlete? Whether it was when you were super young or sometime at this point. What has been your favorite moment if you could highlight one thing?
I feel like both of us could definitely say going to States.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
That
Fair.
was such a
That's an
fun
easy
experience. We're going back this year.
Yep, all around, just
Let's go.
from on the field, off the field, it was such an experience. It was definitely amazing.
It's fun.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit more on that experience? Like what, because that's quite the journey. Going from winning sectionals. You guys have had multiple sectional titles, right?
Like a
5 in a row.
5K.
Yeah,
Five in a row.
this year, if we win, it'll be 6.
It's insane.
That's insane. So what's the journey like after that, after you get by sectionals? 'Cause it's usually you guys in Burnt Hills, I feel like, every year.
Niski.
Well, we had just moved down to Class C. So before, it was typically us in Burnt Hills.
Okay.
But last year, we moved down to us in Niskayuna. So last year, we moved
Okay.
down to C. So now we'd be playing Burnt Hills most
Gotcha.
of the time.
Gotcha.
I feel like a lot of it's a mental game when the season gets so long that like to keep showing up and keep like practicing and being productive, but it's fun when you have a good team.
I
Absolutely.
agree. So do you guys feel like the regionals are super easy to get by? Because like for us in baseball, after we won sectionals, it felt like we were going to states every year just because the regional teams were not as good. No, they're good
No,
games.
because we typically play teams down from like Section 1, which are closer to the city. So they just get better and better. And then once you get to states, it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
If anything, it's opposite. Sectionals is easier, and then after that is a lot
Interesting.
harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Long Island teams they're good
Yeah,
for
they're
lacrosse.
Very,
Very
good. Yes.
That's good.
So I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but Maria's last name here is Conway. And
Oh,
Coach.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Coach, your last name is Conway.
It
as well.
is. It is,
Wow, so
yes.
you guys are related?
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane. One, me and Coach Conway were pretty close in high school. We hung out a lot. I was always over at his house. I call your family my second family. So Maria, what was it like growing up with two older brothers that were, in my opinion, cooler
Top
than you are right
notch.
now?
Top notch.
It was always cool. Like you would come over and we'd be watching Yankees games, and it was like
Playoffs.
I don't know, it was the best to be able to come downstairs and and just hang out with you guys. Because even though you guys are 6 years older than me, we were close.
Yeah.
We were very close.
I agree.
Do you have siblings, Kendall?
I do. I have a younger brother.
Okay. So how much of a role have siblings played in your life, both maybe athletics and academics?
I feel like, well, for me, my brother and I are so close in age. We're like 13 months apart.
Oh, okay.
So we were always like super competitive. We were
Nice,
always kind of at the
nice.
same level. So it was kind of when I had something I needed to practice, he would help me, and we would kind of be at the same level.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I had more role models to look up to. Well, you, more specifically.
You have another
offense.
sister as well.
No offense to her. But I feel like I'd always just look up to you because, one, you were like the first one to graduate high school, college, get a job, all that stuff. So I just looked up to you for that.
Oh, thank you. That
You know,
means a lot.
welcome.
me too, honestly. I look up to you. So.
Well, physically, I look up to all of you. So I'm gonna put this one on Kendall. So I want you to talk about your experience of tearing your ACL, because that's a big thing, and that's something I've never gone through. So I don't know what that whole entire process is. I know it's a long time, and it's probably draining both physically and mentally. You've never torn ACL or anything like
Never
that,
had
Maria.
any
You've never
real
torn
injury.
ACL or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it was tough because obviously my aunt is your field hockey coach, and you had to miss that entire season. So how was that whole process, both physically and mentally, when you tore that ACL?
I mean, physically it was difficult. The rehab is extremely hard and it's very painful. But I think like people don't talk about the mental side of it enough. Like I would rather go through the physical pain 10 times over than have to go through mentally what I've had to go through again. Just because you're watching all of your friends and your teammates play and win, and you're kind of like, oh, if I was in, I could have done this, or you kind of just feel like almost guilty that you kind of left your teammates out to dry. So mentally, it's definitely a lot more exhausting than the physical pain and the rehab and things like that. But it's definitely not an easy rehab road at all.
That's what I've heard. But I'm sure it teaches you a lot of lessons too. Like I'm sure you still had to be a supportive teammate in a way. It's difficult because I know it takes like a year, close to a year to fully recover from that
Yeah.
ACL. And you don't want to rush it either because you're more susceptible to
Re-tearing.
tearing it again. So you want to be cautious with it. And I know you're someone who can't really sit still and you
Yeah.
want to try to rush back into it, because we have one of those kids on our team right now who tore his ACL, and he's constantly trying to get in drills. He can't sit still. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, get off to the side. Get out of here.
Shout out
So
to
it's like,
Dorbs.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely difficult. So
How did you tear your ACL? Was it in a game? or-
It was in a game. We
For
were playing
lacrosse?
a tournament.
Okay.
you got one?
Yeah. Let's go. Hobbies outside of sports. What do you guys like to do in your free time? If
When I-
anything, I mean, if you like sitting at home, that's
Say
that's
when I have
fine.
free time, I play sports. So
right.
I
Love it. Active.
TikTok.
Big
Unfortunately-
TikTok.
Fair. That's a real answer.
No,
That's a real
I've
answer.
like
That's good.
actually started to get bored of it because I'm on it way too much.
Really?
So then you go to Instagram Reels.
Instagrammers are wild.
Those are
I
wild.
can't-
they are.
I can't
Oh my
watch
gosh.
those.
See some crazy stuff
Oh
on
my
there.
gosh.
Yeah.
So, what are some personal goals maybe that you have for the rest of this lacrosse season? And then obviously we know your team goal is to get back to states and win it this time. So do you have any individual personal goals for lacrosse?
I feel like a personal goal for me would just be to try and not get so burned out mentally, like with school. When school's ending and you have finals and stuff, and you have to show up to practice every day, it gets very draining sometimes. So I kind of want to get into better habits so that doesn't happen this year.
Well, I think for me personally, obviously, I want to, get back to full strength for my play. I don't have my exact starting position as of right now because it would just be too much on my body and too much on my knee. So I think my goal is to, get back to that starting position and play back at full strength.
I love it. And appreciate every moment because it's going to go by quick. The spring season always goes by quick, even with your extended season that we're hoping for. It just goes by so quick. And as you guys know, you're seniors now,
I was gonna say.
and it's completely flown by. So do you have any advice that maybe you could give some of the younger girls that are coming up through, just based off of your experiences and what you've been through? Do you have any pieces of advice that you could possibly give them?
I would just say have no regrets. Just make sure at practice you're going 100% because you're going to go home and be like, ugh, I wish I would have done that. And then time's going to keep going. And then you're going to be a senior and it's going to be your last season. So just make sure you just go 100% all the time.
Yeah, I'd say just enjoy it because it doesn't feel like that long ago that we went to states, but that was 2 years ago.
It's crazy. It's crazy how fast it really goes.
If you guys could play a different sport in high school, like if you didn't ever pick up a lacrosse stick or field hockey, what would that sport be? And
I
why?
feel like volleyball. It looks so fun. I don't know.
Like,
There's no reason. It just looks
Just
so
it looks
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
I have a big tennis family, so I'd definitely play tennis if I didn't play field hockey for sure.
It's a great sport.
Yeah, you play tennis, right? Coach Frage.
Right.
So field hockey, lacrosse, those are the two main sports that you play. And then for you, it is tennis in lacrosse. So you both have been very successful with those two teams, and you experienced a lot of winning. So losing is kind of rare for you. When that does come, when you do face adversity, when you do lose, what kind of things do you do to cope with that loss? Because I see losses as motivational. I get frustrated losing. I hate losing. So what kind of things do you do to rewire yourselves after a loss?
I feel like tennis season was hard because I went through the whole season not losing, and then it was sectional finals, and that was the one match that I lost. So that was definitely like mentally really hard on me. But then I got off the court and I saw my teammates and Frazier, and they were all there to lift me up because they could tell how upset I was. But I feel like I didn't really have time to come back from that since our season was over. But for lacrosse, I feel like you just kind of have to show up to practice and work on the things that you did wrong and not really get too down about it and move on to the next game.
I love that.
I definitely think here we're blessed with so many amazing teammates that kind of help pick you back up after losses too. But me personally, I get very frustrated when I lose, and I just gotta keep thinking to myself like, well, I'm not gonna lose again. I don't want to lose again. I'm gonna do anything to not lose again.
I love it. Love it. I want you both to describe like a typical day in the life for yourself. So what do you do throughout the day that kind of makes you who you are? Go ahead, Maria.
Should I go today?
Yeah. Go
Well-
today. Well, no, not today because we're in the middle of today.
Okay.
Maybe go yesterday.
No, I'll do today.
Okay,
But like
do today.
what it would have been.
Okay.
I'm gonna take what you said, bro, and I'm gonna throw it out.
Yeah.
Basically what you just did.
Go for it.
I
This is
have-
your show.
Well, it's because I have late arrival today, and then
Oh my gosh! Thank you for coming in.
yeah,
on your later
I
round.
came in,
There
but
we
I
go,
didn't
here
need
we
to
go.
be.
So
Don't-
sweet of you.
Don't feed it.
I could have been
Wow.
asleep.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're welcome. But I have late arrival, but I take my time in the morning and get ready. And then I go to the 518 gym. Great place.
What happened?
And I do an internship with the physical therapist there. He's great. If you ever need anyone, I would definitely recommend.
Adam Willis is his name.
Yes, Adam Willis. And then after that, I have to go to anatomy and then AP chemistry. AP chemistry last block really kills me, but love you, Mrs. Johnson. And then I go home and I get ready for practice, and then I show up to lacrosse for like 2 hours, and it's a fun time. We have a lot of fun there.
I was gonna say you guys are always out there like bumping music as loud as it can
I
go.
know.
I mean, it's pretty like for us in baseball. Our coach was so old school. We never listen
Oh,
to music
yeah.
warming up, and none of that. Like, so it's a little different to see. Like you guys are always like literally every day. As soon as you're
It's
out
good.
there, big speaker.
Oh, it
High
helps.
energy.
It
It's,
helps.
it's like
It
it's
helps
fun
with
for us too.
running
Like
and
we're over
stuff
there
like that.
when we're coaching. We're over there jamming,
Bobbing our heads, yeah.
Right. It's,
Okay,
it's
okay.
fun.
It's great energy on
Yeah.
the lacrosse field.
You guys have a lot of girls on the team too, right? There's
A lot.
a big squad,
Crazy.
Yeah.
which is good. I mean, that's awesome.
All right, Kendall, how about you?
All right. Well, I obviously wake up and I have breakfast. I realize breakfast is very important. So I always have breakfast. So then I come to school and then I'll have like biology, IB bio first. Yeah. And then I'll go to Spanish. And then I'll have like AP micro, economics.
Who's
and
your
then
teacher?
Birds.
Let's go.
That's what we had.
Yeah, I love
The
him.
man.
Love him.
Yeah, I love him too. And then I have early dismissal, so I'll go home and I'll have some lunch. I'll try to get like a walk or a run in before practice, just to kind of like, get moving a little bit beforehand. Then I'll come to practice. Then typically I go home, do my homework, and then it's time to go to bed.
Good stuff. Nice packed day.
I also add in, I have a Celsius pretty much every day.
Ooh.
God,
You gotta have
Maria.
caffeine.
You guys are coffee drinkers or no?
No.
Yes.
You drink coffee, right?
Yeah.
I can't stand it. I don't like it.
I drink it black too. Nothing in it.
Ew.
Really?
Oh, no.
That's so boring, though.
You're so different, dude.
Sorry.
Who's your guys' favorite teacher in the school? If you had to pick one or two.
Does that have to be from this year?
No. I mean, you can go back to kindergarten if you want.
Well, I will say Mrs. Vartuli, because she's sitting right
Yeah,
here.
she is.
She's looking right at me. I had to
Vartuli.
mention
Giving
her.
you the death stare.
She was a great teacher, even though I really don't enjoy media production. What? Huh? Oh, that was not. Oh yeah, I was what was I? A Mexican. We made a horror movie basically. It was really bad. And then probably Kayampa, because he actually made math fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
And I probably learned the most from him. He was a great teacher.
Yeah, I had
He's
him.
the
He was awesome.
It's my uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, in high school, I'd always tell everybody he's my uncle. Like, I gave him my mom's name, all the maiden names, all that other stuff. So we were fooling everybody that he was my uncle. Every day walking, what up, Uncle C?
Uncle C.
He's not.
Oh, no, not even close. All right, Kendall, what about you? Who's your favorite teacher?
All right. If I had to pick two, one of them would definitely be Mr. Burns. I've had him for 2 years.
High energy.
Has
Yeah,
he
always.
brought out Mr. Party
Mr.
yet?
Pard.
He has?
Mr. Pard.
Yeah, Mr. Pard. Yeah, that's very funny, but he makes learning so much fun. And he's so
Absolutely.
high energy, and like he still likes to mess around and have fun too. I've never had Metzger, but I'm in her room a lot, and she's helped me get through like a lot in school and out of school. So even though I never had her as a teacher, she's very important to like my high school career for sure.
Nice. What are the plans for you two next year? Next year after high school?
I'm going to Oneonta for 3 years, and
Nice.
then I just got into SUNY Upstate Medical for the 3 years after that to be in the 3+3 doctorate physical therapy program.
Whoa.
Solid.
So
Congrats.
It's gonna be Dr.
Even though I already knew
Conway.
that. Congrats.
Dr. Conway.
Dr. Conway.
Kendall?
I don't know where I'm going quite yet, but I want to study biology and kinesiology and become a sports medicine PA.
Nice.
I was supposed to play lacrosse in college, but after my injury, everything kind of went away. So I'm hoping to walk on or play club somewhere, wherever I go, but that's still unknown.
I'm sure you'll make it with the attitude that you have. Should be easy for you.
Ready? I got it. Rapid fire.
Oh,
You ready?
yes,
We're done
let's
with
go. My
these.
favorite
Done with
part.
these questions. All right. Favorite artist?
Have to.
SZA.
SZA. Oh, the SZA. I didn't know that
Yeah.
was how you say it. SZA.
Probably Zach Bryan.
Nice. Another
Yeah.
Zach Bryan. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite food? It's hard to narrow it down.
Anything with fruit in it.
Okay.
I
True,
enjoy
true.
it.
Fruit.
thoroughly.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
What's
Perfect.
your go-to breakfast?
Yogurt. That's so boring.
What kind?
Coconut.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, can't stand coconut.
It's
I
so
have-
good.
Protein oats in the morning.
Nice. Favorite athlete?
Patrick Conway.
Wow. Okay.
And Noah.
Let's go. I made the
I would
cut.
say Caitlin Barton. Shout out to you.
Nice.
Little teammate, actually. Nice.
Biggest pet peeve?
Ooh,
Oh, so
it's a
many.
new one.
It can just be like
I
a
already
random
know yours.
one.
Chewing.
Yeah,
Elena?
random one. Chewing one.
Yeah,
That's
Elena.
what I was going to say.
Chewing's bad.
Elena. No.
I'm a chewer.
Love you,
I'm a
lady.
chewing one too.
Chewer.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's not just me. Everyone acts
It
like
is
it's
pretty annoying.
It's my
No, it's
fault.
definitely annoying.
It is annoying. I
Always
agree.
I'm across the table for my brother. Ethan, chew with your mouth shut. Chew with your mouth shut.
All right. When I was thinking of these questions last night, I was really hungry, so just bear with me. It's all about food. Starbucks or Dunkin'?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Actually, depends. Starbucks
what?
refreshers, Dunkin' coffee.
Starbucks is more consistent.
That's true.
It's
Isn't it
expensive,
Super, yeah,
though.
that's what I was gonna say.
It's
It's super
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, I only
alright.
go when I have gift cards.
Yep.
Okay. So I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Chick-fil-A or Dave's Hot Chicken?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Never been to Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you
Oh my
gotta
gosh.
go.
No, it-
gotta
wait,
go.
yeah.
It was mid when I went. It was not. It was.
Mid? There's no way.
It
I
was
don't know.
really
I can't do
overhyped.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
You
I won't
didn't
do
give it a
Dave's Hot
chance. You
Chicken.
didn't give it a chance.
Okay.
Wendy's or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Neither. I don't go to either.
Great
Fair.
answer.
Very healthy.
Subway or Jersey Mike's?
Subway.
Subway.
JMO's.
I'm a Subway guy. Subway
Really?
guy. I am. Moe's or Chipotle?
Moe's.
Depends on the mood. I'm both.
Did she?
sure.
Okay.
Did our sister just say Moe's over Chipotle?
Wait, what? Wait, what? You said Moe's?
Yes.
Why?
It's insane.
I don't
we
know.
love
No, that's
Chipotle.
fine. That's fine. But why?
I don't
What's
know.
better about it?
I feel like I grew up eating Moe's all the time. Like we would always go there. We would never go to Chipotle.
See, I was always like that too. Like I never would go to Chipotle. I'd always go Moe's, and then I think you made me go for the first time. And I was like, oh, this is like beyond Moe's.
No, the first time I tried Chipotle, there was hair in my bowl.
Oh yeah,
That
that'll
really-
do it.
that
I mean,
really-
That'll
that,
definitely do
that's
it.
understandable.
That kind of set me off.
Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Domino's.
I don't
Don't
eat
either?
pizza.
I haven't had
Go-to-
Pizza Hut in
okay.
so long.
Go-to song before a game.
Probably anything young Justin Bieber. Those songs, they're good.
Baby.
No, not like that one. It's like,
Never say
Yeah,
never.
there you go.
Never,
There you
never.
go. With Jaden Smith.
I think our lacrosse team in general is really into the Spanish music, so Que Pasa Yo Voy
Nice.
really
Or-
gets us going.
or what's the other one? Can't Hold Us.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
our state song 2 years
Oh,
ago, so
Macklemore.
that really
Macklemore?
gets us
Yeah.
going too.
Nice.
It's a good song.
Would you rather sweat maple syrup or cry strawberry jam?
Mm.
No,
That's
that'd be
easy.
sticky.
That is- exactly.
So,
That's so
You'd be-
cry strawberry jam.
Cry strawberry jam because I don't cry as often as I sweat.
There you go.
Nice. Would you rather have to eat pizza every day for a year or never be able to eat pizza again?
Pizza every day.
And never be able to have pizza again. I'm not a pizza
What's
person.
your favorite pizza?
Oh, I was just gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna get hate for this, but pineapple on pizza.
I don't
That's
mind
one
it.
thing I'll actually eat. I swear
don't
to
mind
God.
it.
It's so good.
I don't mind it.
If I have to eat it, that would be a choice, an option.
You guys
Alright.
dogs or cat people?
Dogs.
Dogs. I hate cats.
Mm-hmm.
You have any dogs?
Yes.
How many?
I only have one.
Just one.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah, she's half bald right now.
Is
Poor girl.
she just
Sadie's
got
bald?
surgery.
Oh, what? Poor Sades.
Yeah.
Would you rather wake up in the morning as a bird or a dolphin?
A bird because I could fly.
Yeah, a bird.
True.
Yeah.
Good answer. Last one. Would you rather be able to only see in the dark or only see in black and white? Ooh, got him.
Only see in black and white because then like I'll
I mean,
be
that's
able to see
missing like,
here.
yeah, you're missing
Yeah.
like half the day.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
missing
Yeah,
half
I
the world.
agree.
All right.
Terrible.
Fair.
You guys have any questions for us?
Yes.
Oh, whips out the phone.
She came
prepared. Let's
prepared,
go.
Coach.
What's it like being a teacher? Oh, I spelled this wrong. And
It's okay. They don't see that.
Oh.
You know.
What's it like being a teacher and coach and having a really cool sibling still in school?
Who, you?
Yeah.
Okay. I love what I do. I love being a teacher. I love dealing with the little kids. They're so much fun. They're so energetic. They're constantly just go, go, go. And you're like their hero, which is like the coolest thing ever. So I love being with the little kids. Then I move up at the end of the day and I get to coach kids your age and middle school, which is also fun. So it gives you that different perspective because those
Switch up.
kids want to be there too. So it's really such a blessing. It's so much fun. And sibling,
I don't
it's
really
cool.
see you that
I
much.
don't see you that much. Yeah. So I mean,
see-
you have your own
see
own
Mom
schedule.
more than her.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
it like working with mom?
I love it.
It's good. We got bus duty today together, so it's fun. We catch up. It's fun. But yeah.
All right. What's your favorite energy drink or form of caffeine? Like if you had to pick one energy drink to drink for the rest
Yeah,
of your life.
I'm a big energy drink guy.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Bang this morning. I love Bangs.
What flavor?
Wow.
Purple haze.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't know,
I don't think I've ever had it.
grape kind
I
of
feel
flavor.
like those would knock you out.
No, they knock me up.
What
They
about
get
you?
me. They get me crazy.
I'm a rain guy.
Rains are good.
Oh.
Rains are good.
Never heard of those.
Rainstorm.
So I have that, and then I'll have a black coffee.
Well,
So
what were
I'm all
the-
caffeinated up.
What were the ones you had for a while?
C4?
No, I hate C4s. Make me itchy. The red ones, the cherry.
Bucked Up?
Bucked up.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
good.
those are good.
Going.
Those are really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they make good pre-workout too.
Any other questions?
Can I go?
What made you decide to become a gym teacher?
So, when I was your guys' age, when I was a senior, I honestly had no clue what I wanted to do. I kind of just went to a SUNY school. I went in undecided, having absolutely zero clue what I wanted to do. I got to my sophomore year, and all my buddies were kind of in the phys ed department. So I joined it. I was like, yeah, why not? Because our dad is a phys ed teacher as well over at Hadley Luzerne. So I decided to join the major, ended up falling in love with it. I was like, this is exactly what I want to do. I'm around sports, I'm around kids. Like, what more could I possibly want? So I ended up getting my degree at Cortland, and then I was going to go back for my master's, but the job at the elementary school opened up, so I applied, and I was fortunate enough to get the job, and here I am. So
Okay, Noah. What made you want to do this with Patrick?
What, the podcast?
Podcast or the gym? Stuff like
It's
that?
Coach Conway and Coach Edwards.
Oh,
Sorry,
Coach
she's
Coach
sister,
Edwards.
she's kidding. That sounds so weird.
Yeah, right.
Coach Edwards.
Well, for the podcast, like we say at every episode, just get you guys out there. And like even the other day, we had our goal is to get it out to like people in the school and outside the school. Like the other day, we had the custodians. Shout out you, Rob and Brian. They do a lovely job taking care of the school. Like they came up to us and were like, "Oh, we watched the episodes. Like we loved it," which I thought was really cool to see. Like it's getting around, which is our goal, and get you guys out there. So, and then the gym. I like being active. It's a fun environment. Love working with the people there. They're all super upbeat and fun. So it's just an easy job to be at. So I enjoy it.
That's the
It's a lot
thing.
of fun.
Just surround yourself with good people.
people,
That's
right.
that's the best advice I could possibly give you, because you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, surround yourself with good people that have the same good intentions, same morals, same values, same goals. That's the best advice I could give
Yeah.
each one of you. All right, good. All right, so that's a wrap on episode 4. Again, thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Maria. Obviously, thank you, Coach Edwards,
thank you,
for
Coach.
joining us. Have a great week, everyone. We will see you next week for episode 5.